WWE 2K25 has arrived, and you know who's back in action. The Beast from the East, Noah Reese. The first night I had this game, I spent a few hours just getting all of my creation stuff done. I got my entrance, my move set. It takes time, but you gotta make sure to do that. I got all the animations I want, and it looks like this year they encourage multiple playthroughs in doing these live events. So we may need to see what that's all about. Back in the day, I was Team SmackDown, so that's who I end up going with. Who else remembers having to ask their parents to stay up late on Monday nights on a school night? Core memories right there. I'll be back after the intro. Welcome to 2K25 MyRise, everybody. Let's see what they cooked up this year.
After all the work and all the miles,
Get that train rolling, man.
all the sign-filled shows and sold-out seats, now it's all about to change. Are you ready?
It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Well, let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as one of the biggest names on SmackDown. They could be the next EST, the next American Nightmare, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
Sounds like the CCO thinks one of SmackDown's top stars might be going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
And finally, we are ready to go. I spent my entire time last night just editing the moveset, the entrance, but now we are ready to go. Two people standing here, LA Knight and Nick. We're gonna go ahead and talk to Nick first.
Hey, glad we could finally catch up. It's been an interesting week after what Triple H said on Raw.
What do you mean?
He basically anointed you the first overall pick in the draft. And it's all over social media too. Everyone thinks you're going #1 to Raw.
Well, it's not a guarantee.
True. Adam Pearce could do something stupid and select someone else. But if tonight is your last night on SmackDown, I just want to wish you good luck.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Oh, and speaking of the draft, just a friendly piece of advice. Make sure you look good up there on that stage.
What are you getting at?
I know in the past you had to wear whatever the office told you to for your non-ring attire, and sometimes you'd even have to wear the same ugly shirt for years on end. But things are different now. Like Hunter said, it's a new era with fewer restrictions. So you can wear whatever casual attire you want to express who you are. Got it?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
No problem. And hey, if you did lose tonight, maybe that would cause you to slip to me at #2 in the draft. Just saying.
All right, so it looks like I'm gonna go to Raw. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to be on But let's go ahead and talk to LA Knight.
let me talk to you.
About what?
You might think you're a big deal with all this talk of #1 draft picks, but let me remind you exactly who the man they call the megastar is.
You?
So you're not a dummy after all. There's a pecking order around here, so no matter where or when you get drafted, this is still my game. And when draft night is over, you'll hear everybody saying L.A. Knight. Yeah.
LA Knight talking that trash. Let's go to the match. We are ready to go. What could be my final match on SmackDown?
It's a man who might be saying farewell to SmackDown here tonight.
It's time.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Maryland, weighing in.
The Beast has arrived in 2K25, and it's always all eyes on me.
He's a competitor, Saxton, and if he truly is the #1 pick at the draft next week, it's because he worked hard here on SmackDown to earn it. Bittersweet, maybe, but also justified and well-deserved.
Back at it with another 2K MyRise story. And look at who my first opponent is. The Miz. Of course, it's The Miz.
Yeah, here's a man, The Miz, who is one of the most accomplished stars in the history of WWE.
Look at the new camera angles.
Why he is the A-lister.
First match in 2K25. Here we go.
Before the draft, you got to think
let's go. You know what?
Shots in on the A-lister as well. For sure, Cole.
Okay, so in this game, you have to double press triangle
I don't think it was intentional
to do a little backup setback. In 2K24, it was double press R1. So that is new. But other than that, I did play a quick match last night, actually, now that I remember.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
The controls feel pretty similar. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Trading blows. We remember this. Oh, whoa! They were cheesing on that first one. They didn't let the bar fill up for me. Wow, okay. So this time, it's not automatic. When you press square, it's a little delay. Last year, right when you press square, it just started filling up. What is that? All right, get up. Kip up time. Here we go. Time for the sling blade. I got all my favorite moves back.
Already he's taking on some damage.
Woo, I'm boxing. We are so back. Here we go. All right, I got to go ahead and switch that because when they're on the ground, I just want to do a moonsault.
Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something.
Look at that step back. Matrix action. Get off me, Miz. Almost have my signature. And I'm not going to use it until the Miz is stunned. All right, he's stunned. He's stunned. You know what time it is. It's time to flex on him. Look at this. Oh, here we go. You know what time it is. It's thumbs down time. For the first time in 2K25, the last ride. Goodbye. Let's go. are so back.
And that is exactly what everyone's been talking about. This guy,
The Beast from the East, Noah Reese. Don't forget it.
But he definitely proved himself as a more complete talent in the ring tonight. What that means for the draft, we'll have to wait and see.
The key to a good offense is a good defense, right? That's my philosophy.
I know there's a lot going on tonight with the draft, but I wanted to sneak in a couple interview questions. Is that okay?
No problem, Kathy. It's always good talking with you. What do you want to know?
For anyone who hasn't been paying attention the past couple of years, how would you define your personality?
You have three options: scheming and calculated, bold and brash, comedic and fun. I'm gonna go with scheming and calculated.
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
Speaking of looking ahead, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected at #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
That's sounding a little heelish right there. How do you feel about that, Noah Reese the Beast, as a heel?
Hey, boss.
So how you feeling?
I'm a
Ready
fan.
for tonight?
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
Continue story. Here we go.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash. Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Now talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Oh, yo!
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
Was that LA Knight? Draft night is complete. You can't ignore it. The new era has begun. Who was that?
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Of course it was.
Is this how things are handled over here on Raw? Maybe I would have been better off staying on SmackDown.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties.
Nah.
Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about.
I ain't buying that.
Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I ain't buying that.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
Someone's out to get me.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
And look who's back, Troy Simpkin. Let's go ahead and talk to CM Punk first.
Hey, you all right? Not how I imagined draft night going, but we've both seen stuff like this in WWE before. On to the next thing, right?
Listen,
I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries.
Look at that. So 2K24 is canon.
I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy. But I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
I don't know who this guy is, but he is going down to the ground. He doesn't belong in the same ring as me. Plain and simple.
Weighing in at 225 pounds,
Here we go. The Beast has arrived. A new camera angle. Look at that. All eyes on me.
Unexpected attack might have spoiled his draft night, but tonight he's got a chance to make his own lasting
impression. I love it. The new camera angle options. Let's get it. My first match on Raw. Here we
This man
go.
is no stranger to a
Whoa.
WWE arena, but it's got to feel different stepping into the ring for the first
Look
time
at that.
as the #1
Nope.
overall.
Not that time, buddy.
I'm sure
Not that time.
But now that the bell's rung, he's not the #1 pick anymore. He's a
Atomic
superstar
drop.
on Raw who's got to fight and compete just like anyone else.
2 atomic
He's got a
drops.
target on his back now. If he doesn't prove he can live up to his reputation.
Look at this guy.
no
This
one's
guy
gonna
looks
care.
fragile. What is he doing?
Oh my God! Returning back
I
to the
thought I
ring.
had a springboard. I don't. I gotta put that on my move set. Nope.
Countering each other.
Not that time. Get down.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Get down.
Looking helpless to
It's
every attack.
night
Gotta slow down
time.
this assault.
Almost. Gotta do a little bit more work. It's time. You know what? Oh, wait. Oh, yo. I'm not gonna do an instant get up.
Here we go. Double leg drop.
Okay.
Arm control applied and a big
All right.
boot to the guts.
He's getting a couple moves in. That's building his confidence.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Get up, no worries. Here we go.
Narrowly escaping there.
What? I dodged that.
Oh, the forearm smack.
No, not that time. It's time. Oh, no.
That offense.
Clothesline attempt.
Leg sweep. But he dodged the spine buster. That's crazy.
To reverse that maneuver.
I'm reversing that too.
He's trying to stay in this
He's stunned. You know what? Let's just go for it. He's stunned because he's done. Good night.
Buck looks knocked out.
Look at his face. He's done. The ref was hitting his face while making that pin count. That was hilarious. That guy was lost, and this person is back again.
I guess he's taking matters into his own
I gotta go get him. Yeah, go get him.
And this time, they're not getting away.
Yeah, not this time. Not this time.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there. What are we gonna do with him? We're going to get some answers, and we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
Why did he target me? Is this about the draft?
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
Talent safety is the top priority. So he apologizes.
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
NXT TakeOver. It's happening. It's going down. We gotta be ready. I'm taking on Tony D'Angelo. Coming up next. This guy thinks he's in the mob.
It is time for the Don to make that money.
And his opponent, representing the family from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tony D'Angelo.
Well, since this guy's in his fake mafia club, he doesn't mind this reference. It's time to put two in the head of Tony D'Angelo tonight.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed that
it's time to say goodnight forever.
To face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
Let's get it.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony
Come
D'Angelo.
on.
Oh, and then the chest.
The big boots sit back down. Chain wrestling. Chain wrestling is the test, or is a test of technical skill. All right, we'll see how this is. All right, I'm not really sure what this is. Oh, wait. I pressed R1. My bad. Not that time. Not that time. Here we go. Off the top rope. Let's go. It's time to go night-night. He's outside the ring. Okay. You want to be outside the ring? We'll vault over. Ah, no. I'm going to get outside the ring. We're going back in. Let's go. Come on now. It's time to end this match.
Send into the corner. Now position.
Let's go up top. Let's do a suplex.
Doing whatever it takes to win, and we're about to see it.
Big impact.
A superplex. Like they say,
get up.
Must come down.
Get up, Noah Reese. Here we go. It's time.
He's got the
I'm feeling it.
Arena right now.
Time for my DDT. He's getting outside the ring again. I gotta hop over the top rope. That finisher is ready.
That's the kind of
it's time to go in. Oh, yo.
To the next level.
Ah, he's stunned. Now I gotta drag him over. And by the time we get back in the ring, he's gonna be unstunned. No, put that down.
Soaring.
Oh, yo. Look at that.
Ended up getting caught up in the air.
He's going to the top rope. Dodging that. It's time to flex on him. And you know what time it is. It's thumbs down time. Going on the ride. Good.
D'Angelo down, and he might be out. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo.
Who in the head of Tony D'Angelo tonight?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
Oh, it's happening again.
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this. Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on
Look at this.
And the invaders are all from
NXT Invasion.
Right now.
This is like Order 66.
Trying to intervene. Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pierce goes down too. The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out Sierra.
This is crazy.
Gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Oh, they turning on me.
Serious? What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless. We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point? I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved. I'm with you. Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah. Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're gonna work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You know what? Deep down, I feel like Triple H he's not involved. But I don't know what to believe. I can't say with 100% honesty.
I don't know what to believe at this point. I do know Punk was right about being careful who we trust, though.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from
the Indies, a rival promotion, MMA.
They're from a rival promotion.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to train together, we used to date, we grew up, we used to hit the gym together.
We used to train together for years. You spend that much time with someone, putting your health and safety in their hands, you know you can trust them.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Io Sky, KO. This is crazy. This is insane. Conspiracy theories, speculation. The NXT takeover has begun, and I'm gonna end this first episode here. What a start to 2K25 MyRise. Don't forget to hit that like button.